One of the most important things when starting out in the gym is to be consistent. But first, how do you be consistent? And why are most people not consistent when it comes to the gym? Well, it's simple. It's because being consistent is not easy. Showing up every week is challenging. Going to the gym despite how you feel is a very tough task that not many people can do. But what you get out of being consistent is amazing. It leads to your dream physique. It keeps you disciplined and it shows how serious and motivated you are to get into shape. Staying consistent gets you from point A to point B in any endeavor. Now, if you want to make this even easier for yourself, I do offer one on one coaching. If you want my help to build a lean and muscular physique, click the link in the description below. I will be your coach and I will make sure that you reach all of your fitness goals. Now, the first step of being more consistent is obviously making it easy. Now, how do you make being consistent easy? Well, you make it effortless. For example, go after a habit that you already implement in your daily routine. So, say you wake up, and then after you wake up, you go to the bathroom, wash up, and then after that, go straight to the gym. That's like a hobby you have, and it will make it even easier to get to the gym on time. You can use this example for what fits in your daily routine. So, for when you're free during the day, try and use that technique. For example, say you come back from school, you get a little quick snack, some carbs, some protein, and then head straight to the gym. And then you can do all your homework or any other activities after that. This is easy and you'll start to make progress faster. Look how much weight there is. Look how big this guy is. This is Ronnie Coleman if you guys don't know. And this is him after being consistent for years on training. If you want to be if you want to accomplish a lot of things, this you have to be consistent. It's the bottom line.
I think, baby, I want to be a bodybuilder. Right. So nobody will lift this heavy ass weight. Go! I do it though. Yeah!
Having a goal keeps you on the straight path to the gym. If you want to get consistent, you need goals. And if all you remember are your goals, then it's going to be hard not to go to the gym. For example, if you want to bench 315, that's your goal. You're going to have to get in the gym and start practicing your bench. You're going to have to go week after week, slowly adding your weight, adding more weight to the bench. And if you want to get shredded, then you're going to have to keep dieting. You have to be consistent in that too. Not dieting to like low body fat percentage, a healthy percentage, like around 10%. If you're going to do that, you need to be consistent in your training and your diet. For example, look at Sebum over here. I'm pretty sure everyone knows him, but if you don't, I think this is when he won his fourth title. I think he's on his fifth. If he wasn't consistent, do you think he'd be there? I don't think so. Many great people won't be where they're at if they weren't consistent. Now, for the goal you have, the one you're imagining in your head, is possible if you're consistent. If you're imagining benching 315 or you just have some crazy big biceps, those are all possible as long as you're consistent. Don't just think, oh, it's only possible when you see it on social media. You can achieve what you want, what you've always wanted. You just need to put one foot in front of the other and go to the gym. Now, another tip I can give you about being consistent is make it exciting. Make going to the gym fun. What I do is I create a habit tracker similar to similar to this one right here. I made it myself. And every time I complete a workout or any type of task, I just check off a box for that day because it makes me feel like instant gratification. For example, when you're playing a video game, you get that instant dopamine. And you know what? Sometimes having some of that isn't that bad. But if it comes from your phone, that's a different story. But that's for someone else to explain. Right now, we just want to focus on staying, of getting excited about going to the gym. And it also makes it feel like you accomplished something. Going to the gym and finishing a workout and like checking off a box on your habit tracker is an accomplishment that you should be proud of. Well, another thing that makes going to the gym exciting is competition. If you and your gym bro or girl are in the gym, make it exciting. Compete with one another. See who can get more reps in for the same amount of weight you're doing. See who can do more weight. Obviously, safely though. Don't go too far, then injure yourself. Just make it a friendly competition. That always gets me going. When my, for example, I used to train my dad. When he gets 12 reps, I always try to match him. But obviously, his weight is always above mine. But it's always fun just to go and reach a certain point that's ahead of you. But it just makes it fun. Well, another thing that I would do is work out in a different setting. If you keep working out in the gym and it's kind of getting boring for some of you, try and work out outside. In a whole green area. Let's do some push-ups, sit-ups, jumping jacks, whatever, or some squats. You can even go to a park, do some dips, do some pull-ups, and you can use a park for anything. Any type of workout is very easy and accessible. Or you can just go to a whole different gym. Try a different amount of gyms. Say you go to a gym across your house that you've been avoiding. Just go there, see how it is. Maybe it might be better than the one you're going to. You never know. And obviously, since you're going on this path of being more consistent, you need to realize progress is not linear. It's not just going to be a straight line up to your goals. There are going to be bad days of training. So, for example, the weight that you normally do might feel heavier some days. It might be because of your lack of sleep, or you didn't eat enough protein before, and you're dehydrated. These days are bound to happen, but it's all part of the progress. But even in these bad days, bad training days that you have, it's important not to fall off progress. Don't fall off of track. You need to make sure to have that discipline to keep going, even when it gets hard, because that's what really counts. Those days that you don't feel like going and you still go, obviously, you've probably heard this everywhere, but it's true. Those days are what make you reach your goals. That's what helps you progress in the gym. Like, look at this graph right here, this bar graph or line graph. You see how when you just rely on motivation, sometimes all the way up, and other times throughout time it just goes down and down and down. But when you're more consistent and you build some of that discipline, you keep going no matter what. And then on the other side of this is progress, and that's where I want you to be. So this is why you have to be as disciplined as you can and try and practice this more and more. And obviously, once you have a bad day, don't worry about it. You'll get into the rhythm. You get back into the rhythm the next day or a few couple days after that. Be patient, and once you're patient with yourself, having these bad days isn't that bad. Like obviously, it's not gonna be nice to have a bad workout, but you're gonna say I'm gonna have a better one tomorrow because I'll fix what I did wrong. That's what I do, and I think that helps tremendously when you're working out. And it's just a bad day, not a whole bad life or a bad year. Sometimes we get too caught up in the moment. You need to really take a step back and think of the wider picture. And finally, take a break. So, this might sound contradicting, but it's true. If you've been consistent in the gym, no days off for around 3 months straight, and the idea of consistency is embedded in your brain, then it's fine to take a break. At that point, it'll be hard for you to fall backwards and into your old cycle of not being consistent. Now you're more disciplined. You have that mindset that no matter what happens, I'm going to the gym. But of course, it's good to take a break every once in a while. You need to give your body a rest. Now, typically, a break, or like what we like to call it, deload week, is when we're not training at all for about 1 to 2 weeks. And that usually helps recenter our body just to give ourselves some time to rest and recover. And obviously, instead of going to the gym, go hang out with your friends or your family and just relax. Take some time and then get back into the gym. And actually giving yourself time to rest is gonna help you progress more. Because now since your body's all rested again, you can push harder in the gym. And this will eventually lead you to make more progress and build more muscle. I have personally realized that after I take about 2 weeks off from the gym and I get back in there, I just feel I feel better. My body feels stronger. I feel like I look bigger sometimes. It's very weird, but that's just me. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, put them in the comments below. I'll be happy to answer anything you guys are curious about. Really take into consideration what I've done and take some actionable steps. Really try and tell yourself that you have to be consistent in the gym. Go when you don't feel like it. Obviously, if you're injured or you're very sore, you don't have to go or just hit a different muscle group. Just to try and get yourself in the gym day after day. Take your rest days, eat your protein, all that. And yeah, and yeah, click the link in the description if you want to join my coaching. Very fun, very easy. I'll be there to guide you. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video.